it's just not sitting right with your body, and you can never tell. The only way you will know is if you go and do it. And is it really worth risking your life? Does that make any sense? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you are so welcome. If this is not your first time, you're welcome back. Please give this video a thumbs up if you end up enjoying it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Like, honestly, you can't be watching me like right now after all these months and you've not subscribed. That's not even fair. Just saying. Anyway, today's video I want to talk about BBLs. I'll talk about the whole BBL culture, and just a quick disclaimer, this is not to bash anybody, trust me. Like, this is not to come off as judgmental, it's not to come off as condescending. I'm just trying to do a kind of breakdown or analysis as to why we are here in this BBL trend and culture in the society today. I'm just going to start with talking about body standards before I move to BBLs itself. So body standards, or rather beauty standards, have been in existence for as long as we can remember, and even way before we existed at this point in time. And I know that the trends have always shifted. There was a period when corsets were in vogue, where people would want their waists to look cinched, and they used corsets like bras or something like that. And then there was a time when people shifted from the corset period to wearing clothes that were looking boxy. The boxy look was like what was in vogue, because I feel like the women wanted to feel more free, right? So there was that, and then the beauty standard eventually changed, and women that had more, I think I've touched on this in one of my videos before, but women that had a bit of belly fat and they were a bit chubbier were kind of like the beauty standard. So, you know, it changes. Even for men, it changes. And I remember I said that there was a period when having a pot belly was a significance, like it was a good thing, because it was a significance that you could feed yourself and that you were rich. So these things change with time, with trends and all that. And let me just add to it by saying that I don't think that any particular body type should be used as a standard or as a beauty standard, because people have different body types. Do you understand? I'm a pear shape, do you get? I have hips, I have small busts and all that. So my sister's tall like that. Some of my sisters are hourglass shape. Do you understand? So it just varies. Each woman is different. So it doesn't make sense for any body type to become a trend. Now that we're done with all that, let's move to what a BBL is. So a BBL stands for Brazilian butt lift, and it essentially is cosmetic procedure where fat is taken from other places in your body. So I think it starts off with a liposuction, because one of the major areas where the fat is taken out of is your stomach. It could be from your arms as well, could be from your back, could be from your thighs, or maybe anywhere you have excess fat and you want to like transfer that to your bum. So that's essentially what a BBL is. BBLs have actually been like happening for a long time. Like, this is not new, right? I feel like maybe some people think that it's new, but they've always been a thing. It just feels like more people are going for it now, and I'm going to get into that soon. A BBL is one of the most dangerous cosmetic procedures, and people don't believe this because it doesn't sound like it's much, right? It's just like they're just injecting fat or removing fat from one place and then putting it in another part of your body. And the thing is that not every fat cell that you remove from one place is going to survive when you choke it away. Oh my god, the Nigerian in me just jumped out. When you put it inside another place, do you understand? So most of the time, or some of the time, a particular percentage of the fat would die off. Do you understand? So sometimes maybe the doctors can make up for that by putting some extra fat into your bum, just to make up for that fat that might be or may be potentially lost. So I hope that makes sense. This is like statistics, because 1 in 3,000 women die from BBLs. Forgive me if I'm not using the correct technical terms. If I get my facts wrong, please feel free to correct me in the comment section.
So the reason why a BBL is very dangerous is because if in the process of the removal of the fat, that fat is accidentally injected back into your blood vessel when they're trying to put it back into your bum, a fat emboli can be formed, and it could travel all the way to your heart and to your lungs, and it could result in potential death.
Yeah, that's why it's very dangerous. And also there are other complications that come with it. So it doesn't just end at you going to get the fat transferred to other parts of your body. You also need to go for like maintenance. Like, you have to keep going for appointments. Like, it's a lot of work, but most people don't talk about it, and I'm going to discuss that in a bit. You could potentially start even having health issues, because I remember one particular YouTuber that I watched, I don't remember her name, but she was talking about how she got a BBL and how she didn't know that it was this much work, and then she started having a lot of health issues after that period. And it's different because each person is different. And like I always say, I'm not against plastic surgery, but if you're going to get it, at least do your research. Okay, I feel like there are many reasons why people have gone to, or people have opted for BBLs nowadays. It's because of the beauty standards that we have today, and they are heavily influenced by a number of celebrities that we've seen: the Kardashians, the Instagram models, the TikTok, there's that Instagram face and that's Instagram body, that Instagram look. it's like the beauty standard right now. Because let's be honest, yeah, lots of men find that attractive. They find the whole hourglass figure thing attractive, the cinched waist, the large hips, the moderately looking nice perky boobs and all that. They find it attractive, and it's like when society makes it look like, oh my god, this girl is really, really hot because she has this particular body type, it kind of influences other women who are not naturally built like that to feel a little bit insecure. So I guess that would be why people are opting for BBLs. And like I said, I'm not trying to judge anybody, because I understand it perfectly. When something has been made a standard and you look at it and you feel like, oh, I don't meet up to this standard, it's very easy for you to feel insecure. The thing is that over here in Africa, even in Nigeria, our women here in Africa are big. They're naturally big. If you go to Zimbabwe, South Africa, you will see them like they look like they've gotten jobs done on their bodies, but that's not it. Like, that's just how they are naturally built. So it's like a normal thing here. I don't really know if people in Nigeria have started like really going for BBLs and all that. Maybe I didn't do my research well enough, but I feel like that trend kind of came from here, because over here we are very curvy. The women are most of us anyway are curvy, so it's like a normal thing. And I see people tweet things like, oh, if your woman is not built like this. There was this picture of Kim Kardashian, and she's a very beautiful woman, by the way. There's this picture of her, I know she's like an hourglass figure, and the guy was like, oh, if your baby is not built like this, you're dating a fellow man. When girls see things like that, obviously they're going to get influenced, they're going to feel bad, they're going to feel like they're not good enough. So I want to move on to why people don't talk much about BBLs. I feel like people don't talk about it, or people keep it a secret because they feel like they are going to get judged. And I really, really understand it, because it's like society says that you're not hot or you're not beautiful enough if you don't look like this, and okay, you're going to look like this, and everybody's like, oh my god, you got surgery to fit into the societal standards. And it's like, but you guys are the ones creating these standards. Like, what did I do wrong here? Do you understand me? And I feel like they may feel like they might get judged for it, and I really do not blame them. If I were the one, like if I were in their shoes, I would probably do the same thing, because I'm not going to come here and act like I have all the confidence in the world. My self-confidence is like top notch, yeah, but there are still some things that people feel insecure about, and the whole body image thing, body dysmorphia and all those things, it happens. Like, it is actually very real. There are people who do not like what they look like, and they will do anything to change it. And like I said, I'm not against plastic surgery, but I just feel like if you have to do it, you have to do it for a very good reason. But I just feel like, let the motive not be because society says that you are not as beautiful, because that doesn't make any sense. Like I said at the beginning of this video, you cannot you can't make a particular body type a body standard, because people are different. It's the same thing for men. I don't typically talk about body standards for men. Maybe I will do a video on that. If you want that, please comment down below and let me know. But it's just like how for men there's this standard of, we want a man, some of us we want a man that is tall and, you know, built, and, you know, he just looks very manly. You think of them as men. When you ask a girl for, oh, who is your dream man, what do you think your dream man is going to be like? I have a friend that she likes bald men. She likes bald men with a beard, and she likes them to be very, very dark skinned. So, you know, people have preferences, and some of these preferences have become like standards. They've become like the norm. So when people don't meet up to those expectations, they are seen as less of it. The reason I'm making this video is to basically enlighten you guys to know more about BBLs. If peradventure there's anybody that's watching this channel, watching this video right now, and you want to go for a BBL, I would just advise you to do your research a lot, because it doesn't just end at you getting the fats transferred and again, some of these people that you look up to on the internet, some of these celebrities that you look up to on the internet, they are paying very, very highly skilled surgeons to get these things done for them. So don't expect that you go to somewhere and get it cheaper and then it's going to look like what they have. Like I said, the internet is a facade. Of course, everybody's going to show you the good side. They're definitely not going to show you the bad sides of it. And even if they do, they're not going to show you anything that's going to look incriminating, so to speak. And I feel like the reason why people also come for people that have done BBLs is because there is this lack of accountability, and I get where the lack of accountability comes from. It comes from the fact that they feel like people are going to judge them. But where I have the problem is some of these quote-unquote celebrities that we look up to go to get BBLs and they act like they haven't gotten BBLs. They act like, oh, we're just working out. And I'm of the opinion that there's no amount of workout that can make you look a certain way. Do you understand? Even I'm not very fat, I'm not big, I'm kind of like slim thick, but I still have a bit of belly fat. Do you understand? I still have that lower belly fat. It's natural. Like, it's very natural. Even if I want to start getting abs right now, it's probably still going to be there. It's not like it's huge. In fact, this is me. This is what my lower belly fat looks like. Yeah, it's natural. That is what it looks like when I suck it in. This is what it looks like, right? And this is what we see most of the time on Instagram. So basically, that's what many people look like. Many girls have belly fat. Do you understand? It doesn't mean that they are unhealthy. It's just what it is. Like, you are a human being. Some people don't have tummy fat, and that's totally fine. Some people do. But my issue with this whole thing is that when celebrities do these things and lie to other people that they are quote unquote natural, it's misleading, because at some point, if you have a very large following, if you become an influencer, which the word already even implies, like, you are out here influencing people to do things. So when you are not being accountable and you're out here like misleading people are going to start feeling bad, and like it or not, you're causing a problem. And some people can say, oh, it's not their responsibility, but no, it is their responsibility, because they are serving as role models for younger girls. They have a huge platform where they go to market products to, where they tell people what's going on. Do you understand? Like, it's basically like they make their money off of it. So you can't tell me that there shouldn't even be at least 1% of accountability. And I feel like if you have gotten a BBL done, like, just say it. People will judge you regardless. People will judge you if you don't look like the standard. People will judge you if you look like the standard. So you might as well just say it and tell people, like, be real. I feel like that's what is missing. Like, if you have to do it, be authentic about it, so that other people know that, okay, these are the actual struggles. Let them know if it's worth it or not, and not misleading them and making them think that they have to attain this particular type of body by just working out, which is like totally, sometimes it's not true. Do you get? I'm just going to also add that I don't think that this BBL epidemic is going away anytime soon. I feel like Nigeria is even late to the trend, because like I said, they've been in existence for a very, very long time. I feel like more people are going to do it, and like I said, I'm not against plastic surgery, but at the same time, you have to really think about these things. Like, in the long run, what's it going to be like? You don't want to wake up one day at the age of 40 and you look botched. Do you understand? Like, it's very easy for these things to go wrong, and that's why I don't really encourage some particular plastic surgery or plastic procedures. Like, I can understand the ones that are less invasive, or rather less invasive. Invasive or evasive? I don't know. English is my first language, but I just feel like, do your research, do a lot of research, like, go to the ends of the earth, because sometimes even the doctors that you're talking to might not necessarily tell you everything, the complications that come. You look at it, like, look at the pros and the cons. Look natural, like, even through surgery, it could look natural. Like, it's very, very possible. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, like, the motive. What is the motive? And I'm not going to be here acting like the body confidence coach or anything like that. I struggle with insecurities myself, and I understand when people say, oh, they don't like what their bodies look like. I don't want to come from the standpoint of, oh, just work out and diet and you're fine, because I would tell you that it is not that easy. Like, even for me, I don't put on a lot of weight, right? I don't even eat much, so I don't put on a lot of weight. So I don't think I have any experience in dieting, but I've had family members, my mom, my sisters, and I've seen the amount of work, my cousin, even my brother, I've seen the amount of work that goes into consistently working out and consistently being on a diet. It takes a huge amount of discipline that I'm not even sure if I have. So I'm not going to come here and act like I've experienced what this whole thing is about. In the end, there is always a way to get around these things. There's always a solution. At work, they always used to say, my boss always used to say that there is always a better way to do things. There's always another alternative. Do you understand? It doesn't always have to be you going under the knife. If the situation warrants it, if it's necessary, if you have a good motive for maybe you want to get rid of tummy fat or you want to get rid of loose skin or anything like that, then I completely understand. But doing something that could potentially kill you all in the name, like when you think about it really rationally, you see that this thing could potentially kill you. And this sometimes has nothing to do with the doctors, right? It could just be that maybe your body is just not sitting right with your body, and you can never tell. The only way you will know is if you go and do it. And is it really worth risking your life? Does that make any sense? The whole point of this video is to basically enlighten you guys and also try to let you guys know that when you see people that are getting BBLs done, don't be in a hurry to judge them, because there are a lot of toxic trends even on TikTok. Young people who use the internet, I'm saying young people, as if I'm like 30 years old, but people use the internet, and the internet is a very influential place. It's a huge facade, but at the same time it's a lot of influence on people. When you see things on the internet, you start to indirectly take them in, you start to believe them, you start to act like it. So it's very easy for you to get influenced by these things. Try as much as possible not to point fingers too quickly, because somehow we are all part of, oh my goodness, my back is just hurting. We're all part of this thing, right? And another thing I'm going to say is that people are built differently. There are people that are big, there are people that are skinny. Like, that shouldn't be anything we should use to determine what conventional beauty is. I know that standards would definitely always be there, but there could be a middle ground. There could be a middle ground that people can say, okay, this is what it is. People are built differently. This person looks more aesthetically pleasing to me. So it's like a matter of preference. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to act like body type doesn't matter. Even me, like when I look at a man, I know the type of man that I want. I hope that this video was enlightening. I hope that you guys have taken a thing or two from it, because we are in a very difficult time at this point where social media is like really influencing people. So if you have anything to add, please add it in the comment section. I really want to know what you guys think about it. Give you a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.